Happy New Year, everyone! Unless you were living under a rock since the start of 2024, the famous old Disney cartoon Steamboat Willie, which was the first official appearance of Mickey Mouse, was just seeded into the hands of the public, hence public domain. Going into YouTube, you can literally watch Steamboat Willie for free without the uploaders needing to fear copyright infringement strikes from the scumbag Disney Corporation. For this reason, I decided to do something fresh with my first video of the year and review Steamboat Willie, Tory 800 style. Buckle up, for we sail into the 1920s. Opening credits looks relatively standard for the 20s. Reminds me of old Looney Tunes cartoons I used to watch on VHS as a baby/little kid. Due to the relative jankiness of late 1920s technology, you can see the camera wobbling consistently over the one frame, which then fades into the title of the cartoon. Smoke and steam are ejected with a variety of different sound effects before panning over to Mickey Muntz, acting out the iconic whistle sequence which was shown at the start of Wreck-It Ralph. That movie is a masterpiece, by the way. In this scene, these two steam exhaust ports proceed to nudge the shorty on the front to remind it of its cue. I don't know what they're called, or what purpose they serve on the steamboat since I am understudied when it comes to the 1920s post-World War I. Muntz dances around before being noticed by an angry thug, who proceeds to stretch the rubber mouse's body in old cartoon fashion, which itself is selling the audience on the capabilities of animation that cannot be replicated in live action. The thug says cartoon gibberish, which evidently annoys Muntz, who blows raspberries to taunt the former, who misses his angry kick. Muntz apparently ran down the stairs so fast that he slipped into a bucket of water. This causes Bo Parrot to laugh, who aggravates Muntz, giving him a taste of his own medicine. Pan back to the thug, who eats something that's apparently inedible, ejecting what could be interpreted as oil through his retractable teeth? Even for 1928, this is wildly silly. The steamboat stops to pick up a cow with the biggest lungs of all time. Mickey Muntz pulls the milk lever, which frustrates him. The old mouse gets the light bulb and fills up the cow's lungs with hay, which is pretty funny since that's obviously not intended on the part of the animators. Minnie Muntz runs and makes a racist joke on the poor natives. The G-rated animation proceeds to implement a skirt innuendo. Cranky Goaty Boy sings by eating Minnie's belongings, and a tug-of-war ensues before the cartoon violin stuns the livestock animal. And while goats can be pretty annoying, the goat actually gets less harassment than the other two animals in this musical sequence. Muntz, being a scumbag, not only pulls the innocent kitty from its tail, but also crushes its torso before tossing the helpless fuzzy feline to its death via concussion with a trash can lid, which seemingly disintegrates and literally vanishes out of the scene, even though they could have easily animated it fall or something. Yeah, that is literally an animation error. Now one could make the argument that the cat was literally murdered or brutally injured because it interfered Mickey's moment. But then Mickey proceeds to choke an innocent, silent duck with a cute baby face. I mean, just look at that face! I would rather hug this sweet fellow than anything. The animal abuse continues as a mother pig and her babies are harassed by the scumbag, who literally gains the ability to carry an animal 4 times his size, and apparently 10 times his own weight just to hurt the poor pig and her babies. Wow. I'm astonished at just how unlikable Mickey actually is. This is surprisingly disturbing to watch as an adult. If I were one of these dumb little piggies though, I probably wouldn't bat an eye and enjoy the torture of their own mother. What a horrifying cartoon. The musical number ends with a surprisingly harmless joke about making music from the cow's mouth, before the thug does the sensible thing and punishes Mickey Muntz for animal abuse. Because peeling potatoes isn't fun whatsoever, Mickey Muntz closes the curtains by killing the same parrot which he almost killed at the start of the cartoon. So, Steamboat Willie is just kinda racist and stars a lot of animal abuse. Now let's come up with an elaborate theory about Munt's uprising.